Hey guys, before I get into today's topics, I wanted to share a very important step we'll be taking with the Midrule project, and that is that we're rebranding. While we're still at our core primarily inspired by Zelda, we do want to allow ourselves to start charting our own path with this project, and not to forcefully lock ourselves into one style or niche determined by the original source material. And if you're wondering why?
And those ninjas, the Nintendo ninjas?
Don't worry though, everything you've come to know and love about Midrule is still here. However, we've been evolving those previous ideas and concepts and turning them into something even more magical and unique. Recognizable things like names, character designs, and copyrighted music and assets will all be changing during our rebranding. For example, let me show you some of the finalized name changes for our regions. As for the project's namesake itself, it will also be changing in the near future. You can expect to see our YouTube channel, Discord, and other various medias adopt the new name once we finalize the change. Next, let me show you a list of some of the first original songs we've made for the project. In fact, you probably haven't recognized the music playing in the background so far. That's because all of the songs I just listed will be playing in the background throughout the entire video. When a track is playing, I'll flash the name of it in the top left corner of the video, like right now. We hope you guys are excited to hear our original songs in the context of the story once the server is officially launched and ready to play. With all that being said, let's move on to the first topic of the video. Welcome to the sandy dunes of the Navari Desert. Being the region that received the blessings from the god of thunder, the Navari Desert is a region deeply rooted in ancient cultures and customs that still continue to be abided by to this day. As implied by its namesake, the desert is home to the Navari tribe. Due to their peculiar genetics, the race consists of predominantly women, with Navari men being born rarely every few generations. Serving as the main and only major settlement in the desert, the Navari City is a prosperous and sprawling metropolis which in recent times has been the epicenter for all trade in the world. The streets are filled to the brim with shopkeepers and vendors that will trade and sell you just about anything you can imagine. You may even come across various NPCs who will give you some interesting intel about the region and its secrets. For these reasons, we believe Navari will end up being a fan favorite and cherished by most. We can't wait for you guys to experience the city and its mysteries later on. Next, let's set our sights on the desert itself. Considered highly dangerous for players who lack the proper equipment, the desert will be a region that forces the player to adapt and brave its natural element. With it being a vast and open-air region, the desert is filled with interesting mobs and wildlife, as well as various ruins and relics of the past that teach the player a bit about its ancient history. As you trek the dangerous landscape, you'll come across many oases and shrines that'll aid you on your adventure. For the player, these will act as checkpoints or lifelines as they brave the unknown. And with the Navari City being the trade capital of the Midlian continent, you'll be able to exchange materials and barter for items to aid you on your path. You'll even come across some very interesting characters along the way. And speaking of one such character, this is Agela, the Queen of the Navari. A powerful, headstrong leader whose position of royalty will have a deep impact regarding the conflicts within the Royal Midlian Round Table. She came to power only 2 years ago after an event that will be revealed to the player as they progress through the story. Although the early days of her leadership were rough, her more recent demonstrations of wisdom and tactical knowledge in regards to an ongoing conflict within the desert has cemented her as a figure the Navari are proud to be led by. Definitely keep your eyes peeled for this character, but don't let your guard down, as she is one of the most cunning matriarchs within the whole kingdom. And with all that being said, let's move on to our next topic. As you may have noticed, throughout the video we've been showing plenty of mobs and blocks that don't seem like base Minecraft assets. These are our custom models and custom entities. While still keeping to our promise of the Midrule project remaining mod free, we've been able to incorporate these custom models for items and entities. Through this new breakthrough, we've already acquired a handful of new custom enemies for the project, as well as friendly mobs such as the camel. For those with an extremely keen eye and extensive model knowledge, you may have already possibly recognized some of these models. For now, our first models have been purchased as asset packs from popular model producers. However, in the future as the project progresses, we plan to commission our own totally unique custom model packs, which will supplement our current and future packs we purchase. The discovery of these models has already taken a huge load off our shoulders for planning and brainstorming our gameplay concepts for Midrule. They've finally given us an in-game vision of some of the threats players will encounter throughout their journey, and providing some fun combat as we tested their functionality out. In terms of the custom model blocks, we think these are going to unlock a huge new level of detail never before seen in the Midrule project. While we've been incredibly proud of our build detail to date, these models will only help further increase the interest and quality of our project. As closing thoughts before we finish up this video, I wanted to give a quick explanation of the recent hiatus that the project has just gotten out of. For those completely new to the project and just learning about Midrule, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. However, for our already existing fans, you all obviously know that there hasn't been much activity in the Discord server ever since Dev Update 2. As you know, we've already explained the reason for the hiatus on the Discord, but for the sake of transparency, I'll do so here too. And the simplest way to put it is that life happened. All of us were dealing with our own issues in our lives, and the ongoing pandemic in the background certainly did not help. It's obviously never our intention for the project to go on long breaks, and if finances weren't an issue, we'd be working on this 24/7. But the realities of life keep us from doing that at the current moment. However, I can confidently say that we're back, and we're here to stay. The biggest proof of that is the existence of this video, and the developments that we showed within it. Ever since early January, we've been back to work on the project, and cramming in every free minute that we have to work on it. And I can confidently say that in the next few days and weeks, the Discord server will be jam-packed with new highlights and screenshots posted by us. And speaking of the Discord server, anyone who's interested in this project and is not already in it should definitely join. As per usual, the link will be in the description. And in addition to that, subscribing to our YouTube channel and clicking the bell icon would be greatly appreciated. With all that being said, we hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next developer update.